Very good morning, my dear children. In today's maths class, we are going to see in chapter number 4, subtraction, word problem. So before getting into the word problem, I'll tell you what are the steps that has to be followed, right? First step is read and understand what has to be find out. So first you are going to first read the question fully, and what we have to find out, that you just read from the question what has to be find out. Yes, what is the first step? Read and understand what has to be find out. Second step, just find out the information that is given. So what are the information that is given, that you write it below. So just find out the information that is given in the question. Some information will be given, right? That you write below. Then third step, what operation has to be done, that you are going to find out, whether addition, subtraction, multiplication or division, right? So what operation has to be done? So for that you have to read the question carefully. And then fourth step is solve the problem. Yes, first what you have to do, first read and understand what has to be done, what has to be find out. And second one, find out the information that has been given. Third one, what operation has to be done, whether addition, multiplication, subtraction or division. Fourth one, then solve. And while coming into the subtraction sums, so usually the terms used, the words used here are left with. How many is left with, remaining, taken away, and these are the words comes under the subtraction sums, right? So now we'll see first sum. A sum, Shonali is taller than Nikki by 50 centimeter. I'll read out the full question. Just listen to me carefully. Shonali is taller than Nikki by 50 centimeter. If Shonali's height is 124 centimeter, what is Nikki's height? Shonali is taller than Nikki by 50 centimeter. Just see the picture. So one who is taller, right? That is Shonali. So Shonali is taller. Who is taller now? Yes, Shonali is taller. Just see the picture carefully. So Shonali is taller than Nikki. So Shonali is this much height and Nikki is this much height. So the difference between them is she is taller than 50 centimeter. She is taller than Nikki by 50 centimeter. If Shonali's height is 124 centimeter. So we know Shonali's height. So this much height she is. And we have to find out Nikki's height. What we have to find out? What is Nikki's height? That we are going to find out. Yes. So we know Shonali's height and the difference between them is that we know. So we have to find out Nikki's height. How to find out? We are going to subtract these two. Shall we do now? Yes. Now write down Shonali's height. We know what is Shonali's height, right? Write it down. 124 inside the box. 124. Difference in height. How much difference in the height? Both 50 centimeter. How much difference? So 50. 50. Write it down in the exact places. Don't write 5 here. So you should not write 5 here. This 50. This is wrong. Clear? So write in the exact places, 0 in the ones place, 5 in the tens place. Now we are going to find out Nikki's height. We are going to find out Nikki's height. So Shonali is only taller, right? We know the difference between them. We are going to find out the Nikki's height. So now we are going to subtract these two now. So 124 minus 50. How will you subtract these two numbers? Where we have to start? We have to start from the ones place, right? So start from the ones place. 4 minus 0. Yes, 4. Write it down. 4 minus 0, 4. Now, can you subtract 2 minus 5? Next, we have to subtract the tens place, right? Can you subtract 2 minus 5? Is this possible? We cannot subtract from a smaller number, right? So, in that case, what we have to do? So, we're going to borrow 1 from the next one to the left of that. So, that is means a hundreds place. So, my hundreds place will become 0 and my tens place will become 12. I'm giving 100. What is the meaning of 100? I'm giving 10 tens, right? So 10 tens, already we are having 2 tens, so 12 tens. So 12 tens minus 5 tens, we are going to subtract 12 minus 5. We are going to subtract 12 minus 5. After 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 7. 7, 4, 0. Don't, if 0, no need to mention 0. No need to mention this, right? So, what is Nikki's height now? 74 centimeter. So, we know Shonali is taller than Nikki by 50 centimeter. Shonali's height we know, and we have to find out Nikki's height. So, we are going to subtract these two. So, 124 centimeter minus 50 centimeter. So, Nikki's height is 74 centimeter. Write it down. 74 centimeter. What is Nikki's height? 74 centimeter. We'll see one more sum. B sum. A fruit seller brought 214 apples to his shop. He brought 214 apples to his shop. He found that 65 apples were rotten. How many apples is he left with? So fruit seller, how many apples he is having now at the shop now? 214 apples. So at the beginning, how many apples he was having now? Total apples? A fruit seller brought 214 apples to his shop. So he has brought 214 apples. See, so these are the. So at first he was having 214 apples to his shop. So he found that 65 apples were rotten. What do you mean by rotten? Bad. It is not good. So it is not good to eat. So 65 apples were rotten. Can he sell that apples? He has to take that away, right? If it is not good, what he has to do? So that 65 he will take it out, right? Correct? Now, how many good apples? So 65 apples were rotten. That means bad apples. So now how many good apples is he left with? So first total number of apples. How many apples first he was having now? 214 apples. Out of that, 65 apples were rotten. Rotten means bad. It is not good. It is not good to eat. So he has to take that away, right? So he cannot sell that apples, right? How many good apples is he left with? So some apples has become bad now. So he has to take that out. Now we are going to find out how many good apples is he left with. How will you find out? So we know total apples, right? And rotten apples. How much is rotten? 65. So how much good apples? How many good apples is he left with? How many apples? How will you find out? Whether will you do addition or subtraction? Subtraction. So now he has taken that apple away, right? 65 apples he has to take away, right? So that 65 is taking away so that it will be, the amount of apples will be reduced, right? So we are going to do subtraction. What we are going to do? Subtraction. So now write it down. Total apples. How many total apples? 214. Write it down. 214. Rotten apples. Bad apples. How many bad apples were there? 65. 65. So bad apples 65. Rotten apples. Good apples. How many good apples are there? That we are going to find out. Shall we find out now? So we are going to do subtraction. So now let's subtract the ones place. 4 minus 5. Can you subtract 4 minus 5? Can you subtract from a smaller number? Not possible, right? So what you have to do? Going to borrow from the tens place. So my tens place will become 0 and my ones place will become 14. Already we are having 4. I am giving 1 10. What is the meaning? I am giving 10 ones plus 4 ones. So 14 ones minus 5 ones. Shall we subtract 14 minus 9? 14 minus 5. So after 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 9. 14 ones minus 5 ones is 9 ones. Write it down, 9. Let's move on to the tens place. Okay, what number you are having? 0 minus 6. Can you subtract from 0? No. So what I should do? Borrow from the hundreds place. So my hundreds place will become 1 now. 2 minus 1, 1. And my tens place will become 10. And my tens place will become 10. So I'm giving 100. What is the meaning? 10 tens. So I'm having 10 tens Now, so we are going to subtract 10 tens minus 6 tens. 10 minus 6. After 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 4 tens. Write it down 4 tens. Now let's move on to the hundreds place. So bring down that 1. So answer is, how many good apples were there now? How many good apples? 149 good apples. The fruit seller is left with, see, I already told you, left with remaining, all these comes under subtraction, right? So the fruit seller is left with 149 good apples. How many good apples is he left with? 149 good apples. Now let's move on to the next sum. See, Rahul typed 350 words. Then he deleted 175 words. How many words are left? I'll repeat it one more time. Rahul typed 350 words. See the picture? What Rahul is doing? He is typing some words. How many words he typed? 350 words he typed. Then he deleted 175 words. So some words were wrong. So he deleted some words. How many words he deleted? 175 words. If you delete something, whether it will be there in the system? No, right? So how many words are left? I already mentioned that if something like left remaining, these words comes, then it will be subtraction, right? Then you have to do subtraction. So first he typed 350 words and then he deleted 175 words. Deleted means that is not there in the system, right? So how many words are left? So what we have to do? What operation we are going to do now? Subtraction. So now let's write words typed. Words typed. How many words he typed now? At first, how many words he typed? 350. Write down 350. 350 words. Words typed 350. Next, words deleted. Words deleted. How many words he deleted? 175. How many words he deleted? 175. First, how many words he typed? 350. How many words deleted? 175 words left. So what we have to do? We are going to subtract. Now let's subtract these two numbers, 350 minus 175. Can you subtract 0 minus 5? First let's start with the ones place. Can you subtract 0 minus 5? That is not possible, right? So now we are going to borrow from the tens place. So my tens place will become 4. 5 minus 1 is 4. And my ones place will become 10. Ones place will become 10. Now let's subtract 10 ones minus 5 ones. 10 minus 5. After 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 minus 5 is 5. Write it down 5 ones. 10 minus 5 is 5. 10 ones minus 5 ones is 5 ones. Now let's subtract the tens place. So what number we are having? 4 minus 7. Can you subtract from a smaller number? No. So borrow from the hundreds place. So my hundreds place will become 2. 3 minus 1 is 2. And my tens place will become 14. My tens place will become 14. I am giving 100. That means 10 tens. Already I am having 4 tens. So 14 tens minus 7 tens. After 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 7. So 7 tens. Let's move on to the hundreds place now. So 2 minus 1. After 1, 2. So the answer is 175 words. How many words are left now? 175 words are left with Rahul now. How many words are left now? 175 words. I'll repeat it one more time. So Rahul typed 350 words. Then he deleted 175 words. How many words are left? So you're going to subtract 350 minus 175. So how many words are left now? 175 words are left. Last sum. There were 523 popcorns in a packet. There were 523 popcorns in a packet. Shalini ate 263 of them. Shalini ate 263 of them. How many popcorns are left in the packet? So what you're going to find out now in this? How many popcorns are left, that we are going to find out, right? Now what is the information that is given? So total popcorns we know. So total popcorns, how many popcorns are there in the packet? 523 popcorns. Then, so in that Shalini ate 263, right? So total popcorns were 523. In that Shalini ate 263. Now what we are going to find out now? How many popcorns are left? So if the word left comes means it is whether addition or subtraction? Subtraction, right? So now I'll repeat it. There were 523 popcorns in a packet. How many popcorns were there? You just see in a packet how many popcorns were there? 523 popcorns were there. Shalini ate 263 of them. So Shalini, see, she ate 263 of them. If you ate, whether it will be reduced or it will be increased? It will be reduced, right? Popcorns. So now, how many popcorns are left in the packet? That we are going to find out. How to find out? We are going to do subtraction. So right now, total popcorns. Total popcorns. How much? How many? 523. How many popcorns were there in the packet? 523. Popcorns 8. Shalini, how many popcorns she ate? Popcorns 8. 263. 263 popcorns Shalini ate, right? Write it down. Popcorns 8. 263. Now what we are going to find out? Popcorns left. We are going to find out popcorns left. Shall we find it out now? Yes. Now let's start with the ones place. We are going to subtract 523 minus 263. So first we have to subtract the ones place, right? So 3 minus 3 is 0. Very good. Then let's subtract the tens place. Can you subtract 2 minus 6? Can you subtract from a smaller number? That is not possible, right? So what we have to do? Now we are going to borrow from the hundreds place. So 5 minus 1 is 4. My hundreds place will become 4 and my tens place will become 12. My tens place will become 12. So 12 minus 6. 12 10 minus 6 10. After 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 10 minus 6 10 is 6 10. Write it down 6. Let's subtract the hundreds place. 400 minus 200. 4 minus 2. After 2, 3, 4. So 400 minus 200 is 200. So how many popcorns is left now? 260 popcorns is left in the packet now. So first total popcorns. How many popcorns were there in the packet? 523. How many popcorns Shalini ate? 263. Then how many popcorns left? 260. How will you find out? You are going to subtract 523 minus 263. So answer is 260 popcorns left in the packet. So there are 260 popcorns left in the packet. So the remaining two sums, do that in your notebook. Don't need to show it to me. Just do that in your notebook. Practice well all the sums. So while doing word problems, read the question carefully, children. Yes, what operation has to be done, that is the main thing here. Whether addition or subtraction, that is the main thing here. So read the question carefully. What has to be, what I have to find out, that is the main thing. And what operation has to be done, that is the main thing in this. Okay, whether addition, subtraction or multiplication or division, that you are going to find out. Then at last solve the problem. Yes. See you in the next class, children. Thank you.